How much will tomorrow's scrimmage play into your decision at quarterback?
It'll be a part of it. Not a tremendous amount more than just kind of a culmination of camp. But being in those situations where you can't, the coaches can't line somebody up, or those things that have to be done on the field, that certainly is weighted.
Do you plan to announce a starter, or do you want to keep everyone guessing?
There's no. I haven't really thought of it in terms of keeping anybody guessing. I think when and if it happens, it won't be a secret.
How is the tempo and the pace been up to this point as you go into the scrimmage?
It's okay. I mean, it's never as fast or as clean as you want to from whatever standpoint, whether it's tempo or execution or turnovers or whatever. I like that it's been a lot more competitive. It's kind of, we had a couple days where the defense dominated and a couple days where the offense dominated, and you don't really ever want that. You want kind of a ping pong match of a play here, a play there, maybe a series here, a series there, where one side for whatever reason has the upper hand. But it's been very spirited, very competitive. I like our mindset right now. Just need to define roles a little bit more clearly and get ready for game week.
Do you feel like there's any more of a difficulty this year in deciding starting jobs, red shirts versus maybe the past couple of years of you being head coach?
I think we have more quality depth, or at least I think we do right now, as we finish out camp. The defensive line is a place where I like where our depth is headed. Those guys just growing up and maturing, and it's a highly competitive, deep group. It's a great group, very, very athletic, very physical. They're versatile, getting in and out of three down and 4 down looks with those guys is great. I think that's a place where we'll have some tough decisions. And then everything else is kind of, I would say kind of normal. There's a couple guys this time of year. There's always a couple guys that are slam dunk red shirts, and there's always a couple guys that you're going, man, this guy in 5, 6, 7 weeks, what's he going to look like? Those are the hard ones.
Who are the hardest names when you're looking at who to redshirt, who not to? Who are some of the hardest players that you're having that time?
Well, the easiest one of a guy that just got here, Jonah Moy, in terms of just you can see where he's headed, and a big, fast, athletic guy that just doesn't know he just doesn't know what he's doing yet, and that's not his fault necessarily. And some guys, especially the young guys, you get through this. The just all the install, all that stuff that's kind of on their shoulders, and then that's off, and now they're just playing, and they're playing just freely. The rate that happens kind of determines their fate.
Overall, heading into this scrimmage, though, do you have a pretty good idea of what the depth chart looks like, at least from starters and number twos, things like that?
For the most part, who's gonna play the lion's share of where. I think that we have a bunch of guys that are going to rotate in a few spots, which is a good thing. And then there's still a ton up for grabs in special teams. I think we've got a lot of young guys that can contribute in special teams, not necessarily just the true freshmen, but red shirts and a few other first-year guys. And we'll definitely have that on full display tomorrow.
Just when you're reviewing the tape, you guys watch it a couple times. You guys like just the grading process. How's that go?
No, it's usually it depends kind of year in and year out how much experience you have at different spots. But in general, we'll watch it individually as coaches. And so like Steve Greatwood is grading 5 guys compared to Gary Campbell's grading 1 or 2. So there's different rates that happens, and then you rally back up together as a staff, and you say, hey, make sure that hey, play 16. We should have done this or should have done that. Those kind of discussions take place in defensive meetings as well as special teams, and so it ends up being one very thorough viewing individually, and then just hit the highlights as a staff.
So are you personally grading guys individually as well, or is it all kind of from the assistant coach?
The grading is all the
Okay.
all the positional guys do that, and then we're split up on special teams
Right.
as well. Yeah.
And how long does that process usually take before you can really finalize?
3 hours and 7 minutes. It depends, and that's not. I'm not trying to be evasive. It just depends how many plays, what kind. Like if we're clocking the ball on offense, if we're spiking the ball on offense, that doesn't take very long to grade. If you have 100 plays of, actual football plays, then it gets longer. So it'll just depend on kind of the situational stuff and how it shakes out. But, as far as evaluation and determination and rehashing everything as a staff, I like 3 hours. I'm going to stick with 3 hours and 7 minutes. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.